Okay.
And I had Chris Middleton.
No, he had Tatum.
So here's my justification. The Bucks have the best record in the NBA, and they only had one All-Star. So when I was looking at the last couple people to take, I wanted to give the Bucks a second person because they have the best record in the league, and Middleton is their number 2.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, Tatum.
That's what he wanted to put. You know he wanted to put. That's what he wanted to put. I can't believe he said no Butler.
Well, that is our third quarter. I feel like every show has me talking bad about the Sixers, and I'm okay with that. So let's move on to the fourth quarter, where we actually are going to talk more about the Pacers. Cool. Or, them too. The Sixers. But in the fourth quarter, I want to talk about the power shift in the Eastern Conference as affected by Oladipo going down.
Yeah.
Well, first to him first, man. First to him, that was right. Injury was rough.
Yeah, it's a tough injury.
Jeez.
He's gonna bounce back.
Yeah, wish him a speedy recovery,
He
man.
has the.
Ain't no speedy about that. It's
Well, yeah.
Game,
I mean, yeah.
He has the work ethic. He'll be back. And he'll be better than he was. Prayers to him. That's just an unfortunate. And what's more unfortunate is during halftime we watched it and all of us were cringing at it. But Victor Oladipo going down brings some serious question marks to the Eastern Conference.
Yes.
There were 5. Are there still 5?
They're 4.
There are 4 now.
They're 4.
Unfortunately, like the Pacers, and when I watch highlights, the Pacers are always the team where the little preview message under the highlight says 8 Pacers scored double figures.
Right.
And you're like, awesome. And Oladipo might have like 12. And Sabonis has like 26. And you're like, man, that's so cool to see that. So what happens to the Pacers now?
Their only chance to compete in the top 5 again is they would have to make a deal for Mike Conley.
I'm so happy you said that.
If they make that deal for Conley, they're back in it.
I'm so happy you said that.
That's what I would do if I were them.
Because he became available at a very convenient time if you're the Indiana Pacers.
I just don't think they can, man, because he gets paid a lot of money. Memphis literally gave him a huge contract. I don't think it can happen.
Yeah.
Speaking of, they did just lose to the Grizzlies. So maybe that was Conley playing up, trying to impress the Pacers people. Hey,
bring me on.
Get me out of here. Get me out of here. What do you think? What do you think about the Pacers?
Man, I still think they can finish in, obviously, playoffs.
Okay.
Probably 7 or 8 seed.
Oh, ouch. You think they're going to slip that much?
Yeah, I do. Oladipo? Well, man, that's a big
over
loss.
a long period of time.
Over
You're
the
right.
full season.
You're right. So do you think the Nets are going to catch them? Can we agree that the Nets are the 6? Bless you.
Yes.
Can we agree that are you taking the Nets over Miami right now?
It's close.
I am.
It's close.
I've seen the Nets fight. They are one of the hottest teams in the league right now.
I'm saying the Nets are definitely the better team. I've said this before though. There's something about teams where when they go to South Beach, man, they're not focused on the game. I've watched it time and time again. All the announcers are like, "Why are the players like a little slow tonight?" It's a thing, man. Toronto,
nightlife, man.
Miami. There's a thing when you go to certain cities, they get distracted. It's a thing.
Okay.
What? You know I'm right. It's true.
I think the Nets are going to finish 6th, maybe even 5th now. It's just with how strong they play so hard.
Yeah.
They do.
They play so hard.
I agree.
And shout outs to them. We robbed them years ago when we traded them Pierce and
Robbed
KG.
them blind. Highway robbery.
I honestly just feel like Danny Ainge was like, hey, Kevin, Paul, here's what I want to do.
It's different management.
And just like tore them apart. They tried to win a championship, but I think Paul and Kevin both knew that it was to build up the Celtics. And man, but they're with what they have. Shout outs to the Nets. Like they're doing phenomenal.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I hope we don't play them because they play us strong every time.
It'd be tough.
I want to avoid that matchup in the first round. Okay, so that's the Pacers. Another thing happened over the weekend that I think was a pretty big deal. I know I've already talked to you about it, and these guys don't think as much. The Celtics and Warriors game. The Celtics have been playing a lot better as of late since Kyrie Irving got mad, turned it up. Seems like all the others turned it up as well. What are we thinking about the Celtics right now?
Great team. Great NBA team.
Yep.
Do you agree with the Warriors that they are their biggest competition? I should have held on to that one for another couple minutes, but I just had to get it out there.
I don't know if the Warriors have a really respect yet for Toronto, or Milwaukee.
Right.
Like a true respect. Because they haven't done it before. They haven't been, like, the Celtics at least have a pedigree of, like, hey, they're a tough team. They're always in Eastern Conference Finals. Always right there, getting close to the, championship. Milwaukee and Toronto haven't had that yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
that's good.
that's all I would say.
Yeah, more so Milwaukee. I mean,
oh, for sure.
I mean, Toronto, you got Kawhi Leonard on your team.
Right.
A healthy Kawhi, that changes everything. But Milwaukee, they haven't done it yet. So, they're good.
Do you really trust Giannis in the playoffs? I know he's a great player, but no jump shot.
We haven't, we haven't seen him really in the playoffs much.
We'll see.
We
But
only saw him for 5 games last season.
The Celtics, they play well. It's the Warriors.
It is, and I think with a healthy Warriors team, a lot has to go our way to win. A lot more than this past Saturday, because this Saturday we were a Marcus Smart slip away from potentially winning that game. He slipped. We missed a rebound off of Draymond's 2 missed free throws, and Kyrie Irving does not miss those shots.
But you do realize that literally the Warriors were like trying stuff right on the court. Like they were like, we've never played this combination. Let's try this play and let's see what happens. They're still, that's the scary part. They are still trying to figure stuff out. That is the scary thing.
Well, the
and
Celtics
they are
were
good.
still trying to match up with them just as much, because both teams know that they're going to be meeting in June.
David, that doesn't equal the... Come on, man. I can't believe you just said that out loud. That does not equal the Warriors trying to figure out their playing style, how things are going to work.
Again, I get what you're saying. Like I said, if any team, including the Celtics, are going to beat the Warriors, it's going to take a lot going their way. A lot. And a lot not going the way of the Warriors.
I don't see it happening.
I don't know. We'll see. I think it's going to be a good June. I'm certainly... If I could see 7 games... like I saw the game on Saturday, I don't know anybody that wouldn't sign up for that.
Oh, for sure. But what I'm saying is I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Because they were, like I'm saying, I'm watching the game and I'm going, they're still trying to figure stuff out.
And
so are the Celtics.
And the Warriors will have home court advantage.
But the Warriors, you can tell there's so much more talent.
Yeah.
Like, once that snap comes, come on, man. DeMarcus Cousins is still over there fouling out. Come on.
The Celtics have a good defense. They could, because
against 5 shooters,
they did it on Saturday.
With a Boogie is not anywhere near close.
He played quite a bit of minutes. But no, you're right. He's not. He's
out of shape.
And again, I've said it. If any team's gonna win, it's gonna take a lot going their way. It's gonna take a lot, even for the Celtics.
So you're guaranteed. You think Celtics are coming out of the East?
Mm-hmm. I'm not worried about any of the in the playoffs. I'm not worried about any of the teams.
Wow.
Even Toronto.
Wow.
I'm worried about Kawhi Leonard.
If you say Milwaukee, I get it. But
listen. I'm worried about Kawhi Leonard, but I'm not worried about the Raptors. I think we've seen.
All right,
you're gonna
Toronto Nation. You didn't heard him. You didn't heard what he said, right?
You're gonna defend
Kyle Lowry. You didn't heard what he said, right?
You didn't
heard what he said.
You're gonna defend Kyle Lowry over there?
No, I'm not going to.
Is that your new thing?
No, I'm just.
That's
Toronto. Like you didn't heard what he said, right? You gonna let him just do you like that? You gonna let him do you like that?
Come on, Celtics. Let's go. Let's get it.
Wow. All right.
Okay, so speaking of some of these other teams, I don't really want to talk about the Raptors because I think they're going to be the number 1 seed. I don't have any doubt in them in getting there.
Okay.
How much longer do you think the Bucks can hold top of the Eastern Conference?
I'm curious. I need to watch more of their games. Because for some reason, just Milwaukee games aren't really like.
No, they're not put highly.
I don't know why.
Highly televised.
I don't know why. But I think their shooting has definitely gone down a little bit just from the stats that I've seen.
Starting to come back down to earth a little bit.
Right. So maybe either 2 things need to happen. Either they need to try and pick back up that shooting and energy, or defensively they're gonna have to start clamping down more because they're starting to give up some points now. So one of the 2 has to happen.
Interesting. Thoughts?
I agree. I think they'll finish. Because they're 1 now. They're still first.
They're
seed?
first seed right now.
But it's like by half.
Yeah,
or 1 seed.
It's not a lot.
I think they probably dropped to 3. I think they'll probably drop about 2 spots.
You think Celtics go all the way up to 2? Ooh,
That's what I see.
That's tough.
That's what I see.
I don't know, man. Like I just don't trust that team. Just
I hear you.
Over a long period of the season, I just don't trust them.
But I'm talking about the regular season. They're playing all these other teams. Now, of course, back to back, I would take the Celtics. But
right.
yeah, this is a grind season, man.
I feel like it's going to be a mixture of the Bucks coming down and the Celtics going up. I mean, we've got the best coach in the NBA aside from Greg Popovich. I think we're hitting our stride right when we need to. Kyrie is getting in the MVP conversation, not quite as high up as say Kawhi, say Giannis, but he's starting to pick it up. Or okay, sure.
I'm just saying. I had to throw that out there. I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you.
I don't know. I think the Celtics are on the up and up.
Yeah.
Last team I want to talk about is this Philadelphia team. I kind of would just like y'all to talk because I'm a hater.
I'm glad you at least admitted it. You've owned up to the fact
where are the Sixers going? Where are they going to end? Where to go?
I think they'll be like a 4 or 5 seed.
So you think they keep mid? They keep right where they're at?
Yeah. I don't see them like
they're the 4 right now. Mm-hmm. They're the 4.
Yeah. I don't see them going on like a huge winning streak or anything like that.
You know what though? But remember last year they went on a winning streak.
They did.
Big one. And I could see them pulling one of those and then laying an egg in the playoff. I could totally see that. That's the young team in them. Like,
yeah.
I could totally see that happen. Plus, y'all, they just play differently. Just like a lot of teams. They play differently at home.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
When they're at home, they're tough to beat. And all them shooters and Embiid gets going. My only concern with them is I don't see Embiid keeping this level. He plays some heavy minutes, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Like, without Embiid, man.
Yeah, they're like an 8 seed.
Because
right. Embiid, I mean, they're not a factor.
I mean, they still got Brad Brown as coach too.
Now, this is obviously a little bit further down the line, but I can't believe I'm saying this to agree with David, but they got to figure out something with Ben Simmons in the fourth quarter, man. Like,
oh yeah,
the guy he's a liability. So I will at least give you that one. So, but I'm only saying that because he's liability, free throw line, and shooting.
Yeah,
but he's an all-star. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like I said earlier in the show, I agree he's an all-star.
But we'll see. Well, I mean, Jimmy Butler I don't know. I'm curious. I'm watching.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I think.
Yeah, man. What about Markelle Fultz? Is he gonna come back and?
Yeah, he's gonna go back to the G League. Actually, I kind of hope he comes back. I would love to see him and Jimmy.
Leave him alone. Leave him alone.
I heard you mention it again.
What?
If they would have traded for Kawhi Leonard,
they would be bomb team, man.
God,
they still wouldn't have a point guard, but
at that point, wouldn't care.
They wouldn't matter.
Whoever brings the ball up as a point guard, it doesn't matter at that point.
Matter.
Like,
isn't Jimmy Butler like? Jimmy Butler's just a worse Kawhi Leonard.
A worse Kawhi. But you still have Markelle Fultz.
You just can't help.
That's my whole difference of it. You got Markelle Fultz.
You cannot help. You got to stick it to Jimmy
Butler.
He
is my least favorite. He is my least favorite. I hope he's a great guy. I wish him the best. I don't want to watch him play basketball. That's just me.
But I mean, like I said, I don't think they're gonna rise too much. And like you said, I think they're gonna lay an egg in the playoffs.
And I know I hate to say this. This coach has got to. Got to go.
Yep.
They get another coach.
Like they got Elton Brand in the the office, so it's getting there. But yeah, they still have Brett Brown as a coach, so I don't see it. Yeah. So.
Okay. Well,
we know what David thinks.
Nah. So. Well, we know what I think.
Yeah. What do you think?
Nah.
Meh.
But. Ultimately, we send the best wishes to Victor Oladipo.
Yes.
I hope he gets better. Can't wait for him to come back. He was having a great season, and the Pacers were doing so great. Ultimately, I think the East shifts a bit. I think the Raptors maintain the top spot, or take and then maintain the top spot. I think the Bucks come down to earth. I think the Celtics keep on rising all the way until June. And I think the 76ers stay right where they're at, which isn't necessarily a bad thing.
No.
Yep.
Except
they go up by 1 by default. So,
but anyway, that is all the 17-16 that we have for you guys this week.
LeBron coming back this week.
Please come back, LeBron. If you enjoyed,
tempering.
He's doing it. Hey,
bro.
Magic.
Hey, man, I'm trying to go to LA, dog.
Oh, yeah, you're trying
bro,
to. Yeah, I got you.
Bro, my market, my market in New Orleans, garbage.
Right. Yeah, I'll call Magic. I'll have him call you.
Hey, I'm trying to be on one of your HBO movies, man.
Stop it, man. Stop it.
So anyway, if you enjoyed listening to the show, you can check out the video on our YouTube or on our Facebook. And if you are watching the show, you can check out anywhere that podcasts are available. Thanks to Anchor.fm for sponsoring the show. If you're looking for a place to share your audio podcast, it is super, super simple. Go to Anchor.com or Anchor.fm, to check it out. Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you, Lamar, for joining us. We will see you next week for the greatest show of all time, show 23.
Let's go, baby.
Woo! We might have to do something special for that. But anyway, we'll see y'all next time. Until then, enjoy some basketball. Take care.